Yep. So Dimitri, what's up today in 5-minute production app land?
I see it. Okay, what do I start? Okay, first thing on the agenda is from Alper, so let's hear him out.
Hey, so I'm gonna add some metrics to be able to measure how the 5-minute production app is used, applied as a template or included as a template. So I already found examples. So I'm gonna also make sure in SaaS, if someone is using it, we get some data back from usage ping because it's available there as far as I see.
Cool.
So I started working. Hopefully in February in 13.9, we could get something to here.
Well, that's super cool. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's nice. 13.9 is February 22, right? So it's like, yeah, it's great. So we have some metrics in March already. That's nice. And I think most of the usage will be from SaaS anyway. Like I would expect mostly GitLab.com users use this, but who knows? Anyway, that's good. Yeah, the second one is mine. So first of all, like updated README, Sid also updated README, and there's more improvements from everyone else. It's getting better and better every day. Second thing is that I updated stable branch. So if we talk about versioning, like imagine that the previous version of stable was 2.4, now it's major version 3.0. The reason for this update is VPCs, like networking is remade by 3 completely, and we don't use default networking that is provided with AWS. When you create an account, we create everything from scratch specifically for 5-minute production app. So that means that it's cleaner solution, it's more production ready, and it's also more secure because Postgres is only accessible from EC2 instance and it's not publicly available. So there's less chance you lose your data to the outer world. And this is a great change. It's like, you know, makes a significant improvement, but there is also a downside when Terraform sees that the new VPC introduced and it tries to remove the previous one, which was default one, and it can't do it because AWS won't allow it to do so. There are some troubles if you update from older stable to newer stable, and there is an issue for that. There is like things are documented, so just keep it in mind. Now, another thing is Redis enabled by default. So when you deploy with 5-minute production app, you get Postgres, you get Redis, you get this 2 instance. And of course, for some instances, like I have an application that simply does not use Redis. So we introduced an environmental variable that you can provide, and it will not provision Redis for you. So it's enabled by default, but you can disable it if you need. Also, I had a few more examples, like simple basic examples for Express.js and for Java Spring to the example subgroup. So we have like Spring, Clojure, Rails, Express.js, and Django, I think right now. And I switched, so the application is deployed on IP address. And we use this IP address to generate a domain name, which includes an IP address. And we have a DNS resolver like xip.io and nib.io that resolves domain to the IP address. And before we were using the one that was deployed on my DigitalOcean instance, and now I deployed another one on GitLab Google Cloud, and I switched stable to use the one under GitLab infrastructure. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Point number 3, Sid.
Yeah, there's a VPC complicate things. Is it? Yeah, it complicates things, but is it an extra click or an extra thing people have to do?
No. It's on the back
That's
end.
great. That's great. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I see number 4, there's a lot of recommendations for additions to README. Yeah, please send the merge requests or create an issue with suggestion. Yeah.
Do we have someone? We got the shadows in here. Parker, do you want to take number 4?
Number 4? You cut out at the end there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should add a thing to the README where it talks about the relation to Auto DevOps. We should describe a link to Auto DevOps. And Auto DevOps already is quick, or we link to our quick thing. Auto DevOps isn't stateful, well, the 5-minute production app is stateful. And the Auto DevOps uses Kubernetes. So you can use, which you can use on the hypercloud, but only the 5-minute production app has the use of managed stateful services by default.
Okay.
And a free tier, which the 5-minute production app runs within. The Kubernetes isn't part of a free tier for any hypercloud. Also, there's no Kubernetes overhead, which means that the 5-minute production app is lower cost and simpler to run.
Okay.
The idea is to eventually combine the two so people can use Auto DevOps in production more easily. And maybe also add to Auto DevOps that it's popular and link to these 2 tweets that's on the Auto DevOps docs page or whatever.
Okay. That sounds good, Alex Jones. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Cool. We're trying to get a DevRel advocate to also work on Auto DevOps. Haven't been successful yet. Michael, you were thinking about doing some benchmarks or something like that, or having people try it out. How's that going?
I didn't start yet, to be honest. I'm working on that and trying to create a plan.
Okay. Oh, good. You proactively communicated that end of availability was higher priority, and I totally agree with that. So, all good.
Yeah, it's how to say that. Last week was a little bit overwhelming, and this week is organizing things, getting things straight up, and planning the quarter. So I'm looking into things and trying to create a benchmark out of it.
Cool. And I'm trying to recruit someone. And if someone is watching this YouTube stream, if you're so interested, you're watching our boring meetings, then hit me up on Twitter, send me a DM. And the idea is to kind of properly market it. So it means a site, a Twitter account, a YouTube channel. Start this 5-minute production app movement.
I remember we had a discussion about blog posts, and I'm wondering if anyone remember what the conclusion was. Like, if someone was planning to write something, or
Yeah, the idea was a blog post a week, and Michael signed up for that, but he didn't get around to it. And I understand he's been super effective, but it got snowed under. So then this quarter, Michael's going to spend some time, but also I'm going to try to get someone full-time on this. And I've gotten some budget. I'm doing that from the discretionary CEO budget to give this a swirl.
Nice. Yeah, of course,
So-
we're doing it like they're free to to chat with me for technical details.
Yeah, thanks, Dimitri.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add that I have a personal OKR for the coming quarter. I'm working on the 5-minute production app, but I cannot spend full time. But I'll do my best.
Okay, good. We have this thing working. At least it works for me now. I wish to see some more users using it, and yeah, more complaints, more bugs, more stuff to actually to iterate on.
Cool. Well, let me send a tweet about that. And yeah, thanks, Dimitri. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. In meantime, I will go figure out some technical debt.
Yeah, for the next major release. Awesome. Cool. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.